Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a haul. I was gonna save this haul for March, but I really want to redo my shelves. I already filmed my bookshelf tour. I think this will be going up either before or after, but I really want to change up my bookshelf, one specifically, and I just didn't want to do it without hauling these books first. So we're just gonna get this haul out the way, and hopefully I remember all the books that I bought. Before we get started on the video, I just want to talk to you guys about book of the month. As you guys know, I've been working with book of the month for a few months, and this is one of my favorite book services. Book of the month is a super popular and fast growing online book service. Their mission is to promote new and emerging authors and to help readers discover books that they love. Their team vets hundreds of books each month and gives readers their choice from a curated selection of new and early release titles, so that you can spend more time reading and less time researching. The month is risk-free. You can skip any month at any time and you will not be charged. Plus, they have the best prices for new hardcover fiction. So you can get your first book for $9.99 using the code FEBREADS. I will leave the code and a link directly to the website in the description. Okay, so now let's get to the books. So I'm gonna save the book that's in here for last because that is the book I am most excited about. The Kindest Lie. So this book examines the heartbreak divide between white and black communities and plumps the emotional depths of struggles by ordinary Americans in the wake of 2008 financial crisis. Infinite Country. Talia is being held at a correctional facility for adolescent girls in the forest mountains of Colombia after committing an impulsive act of violence that may or may not have been warranted. So then we have Christian Hannah, which I'm also low-key kind of excited for this book because I own another Christian Hannah book, but I've never read a Christian Hannah book, so it's like I'm excited for it, and I really hope that I like her as an author because then I have this book, and this is called The Four Winds, and this is set in Texas 1921, a time of abundance. The great war is over, the bounty of land is plentiful, and America is in the brink of a new optimistic era. But for Elsa Woodscott, deemed too odd to marry at the time when marriage was a woman's only option, its future seems bleak until the night she meets Rav Martellini, decides to change the direction of her life with a reputation in ruins. There is only one respectable choice: marry a man she barely knows. So this one actually sounds really interesting, so I might actually give this one a read. Christian Hannah books description just always sounds so good. This is called Girl A, and this is about Lex Grace. Doesn't want to think about her family. She doesn't want to think about growing up in her parents' house of horrors, and she doesn't want to think about her identity as Girl A, the girl who escaped, the elder sister who freed her brother and youngest siblings. It is easy enough to avoid her parents. Her father never made it out of the mess he created, and her mother spent the rest of her life behind bars. But when her mother dies in prison and leaves Lex and her siblings the family home, she can't run past any longer. I can't tell if this is the thriller that they have for the month because they usually always have a thriller, but this one, I'm always intrigued in their thrillers. Now we're on to the book that I am most excited about, and that is Honey Girl. This is, with her newly complicated PhD in astronomy in hand, Grace Parker goes on a girls trip to Vegas to celebrate. She's a straight A, hardworking high achiever. She is not the kind of person who gets in Vegas and gets drunkenly married to a woman whose name she doesn't even know until she does exactly that. This is a Marriage of Convenience sapphic story, and you guys know I love my Marriage of Convenience, so I'm really excited to read this one. And I actually don't even think this one comes out until like later on in February. So that even makes me more excited. Like, I cannot wait to read this. The first book I'm going to talk about is The Burning God, and these are all books I bought between December and January. I did so good in December. And so the first book I want to talk about is The Burning Gods, which my best friend Jocelyn from Jocelyn's Read sent to me, and I haven't gotten to it yet because it makes me so nervous, but I am going to get to it at some point. Then I bought Dune. I got this at Target. I work at Target, if you guys didn't know, and so I'm always in the book section, so I just went over there and I was just like, oh, like, let's see what's over there, and I seen this copy of Dune was there, and the copy of Dune I have is a special edition, and for some reason I cannot read from special editions. I don't know what it is, but I just can't, so I just got this paperback book. And so yeah, I got this paperback edition, and I feel like it's gonna be really easy to read. I'm so excited to read this book because I literally cannot wait for the movie. Daughter of Smoke and Bone, which I only got this book, and I've gotten, there's no bookmark in here. I didn't get too far, but I kind of lost interest in it. Like, it's just like I think that I should listen to the audiobook before I bought this. I am gonna finish it. I may keep it, I may not, I really don't know. But I really regret buying this book before reading it because it's just not hitting like everyone else said it would. It's not that it's boring, it's just not giving me what I thought it was gonna give me, you know. These 3 books were gifted to me by a subscriber, and I appreciate it so much because I read Tools of Engagement in December, and that's when they got this for me. And then they also got me Learn My Lesson and A Worthy Opponent. I can't read apparently. And I already have, this is a series, and I already have the first book, which also was gifted to me ironically. So now I have my Hot and Hammered series, which is this book series complete, and then I can read like a bunch of these books, and I'm just so happy that they got that for me. The 1,000 Deaths of Ardor Ben. I follow Brenda on Bookstagram. If you guys don't follow her, you should, especially if you like adult fantasy. She gives the best adult fantasy rec, so I highly suggest checking her out. Like, you guys don't even understand, like, highly. So she was talking about this book, so I picked this book up. She used like a bunch of like words that like made me want to pick it up. Like, I think it has a found family. I love found family. Like, once I hear found family, I'm like, all right, bet. So this has found family, so I decided to pick it up. I got some Brandon Sanderson books, so I basically want to start an all like white spine bookshelf, and I'm gonna put it here. And so I got some Brandon Sanderson books. I'm reading Miss Bourne right now, and then if I love them, I'm gonna get the UK paperbacks edition. I already have like these editions over here, but I'm really liking Miss Bourne, by the way. So then I got Elantris and Warbreaker, which I'm probably gonna read after I finish. Let me just show you guys some graphic novels I got. So I got Through the Woods, which Mika got me for Christmas. I got Hansel and Gretel, which is a graphic novel, but it's low-key just a children's book because there's like art, and then every other page is like the story, which I look forward to reading this to my kids someday if I ever have any, because I thought this was so spooky. And we all know that when I have kids, they're gonna be like, we're just gonna be like Addams Family basically, because I love spooky so much. So they're gonna love spooky, they're gonna be raised on it, and so they're obviously I'm gonna have to tell them this one. And I just thought it was really, really good. I like the art, and I like the spin that Neil Gaiman took on it. So then I also got, and I got that because Jody, she talked about, I think it was that one specifically in her vlog, and I was like, period, I need to get it. And she also talked about some other graphic novels, so I decided to get Snow, Glass, and Apples, which is a Snow White retelling. And then I also got The Sleep and the Spindle, which is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and this is so beautiful. And the dust jacket, like, this is the dust jacket, like it has a dust jacket, and it's just so beautiful. And like, I'm so scared I'm gonna rip it because it came kind of ripped, but whatever. So then I also got The Hunter and the Villain, which I read in December. So if you guys want to know how I felt about these books, you should definitely check out my December wrap up, because I don't know, I really like these books. I also got Blood of an Exile and Sorcery of a Queen, and I got these both from Book Depository because they're both hardcover, and they were hard. I usually order from Amazon, but I've been ordering from Book Depository recently, which is like the same thing. I personally cannot wait to read this book. This book is hyped up so much by Brenda, and then another one of my Bookstagram friends was hyping this book up, so I was like, okay, period, I'm gonna get the next one because it has to do with dragons, and I'm gonna love it because I love dragons. Like, I know what I like. So then I got these Violent Delights, which Mika got me for Christmas. So I have 2 editions of these, one from Book of the Month, and then one because Mika bought this for me, and I'm so excited to read this. I read Romeo and Juliet in January to prepare myself for this book, so honestly I can't wait to jump into it. I got Lore, and this was actually sent to me by Disney Hyperion, I believe. Yeah, this was actually sent to me by Disney Hyperion, and I was so shook. Like, when I hadn't heard about this book, which, am I living under a rock? As soon as I posted a picture of this, like I posted a video, everybody was like, oh my gosh, like I'm so excited for this book. They're like, oh my gosh, like I'm so happy for you for getting this book. And I was like, well, what are you guys talking about? And apparently I've been out of the loop. I also got Crush, and this was the sequel to Crave, which I really enjoyed Crave, and Monty read Crush. And he read Crave and Crush, but he loved Crush. So I'm hoping I like this as well. And then I got these two books called The Bone Ships and Call of the Bone Ship, which low-key I got this because whenever I'm looking up fantasy books, I kind of just look up books that are like similar to each other. And so I was looking up Robin Hobb, the whatever the Mad Ship series is called, and so this book came out, and this book is exactly not like they just seem similar. I haven't read the other one by Robin Hobb, but Robin Hobb reviewed it. She gave it 5 stars, so I was like, okay, like let me check this series out then. Like it seems pretty good, and it seems like really underrated, which I really want to get into like underrated fantasy books, so I'm excited to check this one out. And then I got the Faithless Hawk, which I read the Merciful Crow. I've already owned this for months. I'm not hauling this. I just had them like right next to each other because I was reading this and then I ordered this. And this was like a 3-star read, but I'm still gonna give this a try because it already came in by the time that I finished it. Because when I started it, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. I'm gonna buy the sequel. And then as soon as I bought the sequel, everything went downhill, and I was like, ugh. I didn't hate the Merciful Crow. It just was like there was nothing like spectacular about it. And not saying there has to be anything spectacular about YA fantasies, but it was nothing spectacular for me. And then I also got The Ninth Reign because of Elliot from Elliot Brooks. And y'all, let me tell you about how this book within itself was so hard to find, and I literally cannot find the other 2 books. So I really hope that I'm gonna read this book first before I like search through the depths of hell for the other 2 books, because this book was hard to find, and I was gonna just order the other 2 because I was like, well, let me just get them so I don't waste my time. They were hard to find, okay? They were so hard to find, like so hard. I don't know why. For the last part of the video, which is just basically a bunch of Robin Hobb books. So I already own the Assassin's Apprentice. It's right here. I read it this month. I really liked it. And then I got The Willful Princess and the Piebald Prince, which this is a short story, and I already read this and I gave this 5 stars. I gave the Assassin's Apprentice 3 stars. I was like, okay. But even when I was reading that, I was like, I love Robin Hobb's writing, so I already knew that I was gonna read more of her books. So then I read this, and I absolutely love this story and the meaning behind it, and it's so tiny and like cute. I don't know. It's a prequel, so you can read this first and then read the Assassin's Apprentice. What I did was I read the Assassin's Apprentice and then I read this, and then I'm gonna finish the rest of the series. And then I got the Inheritance, which is another prequel, and this one is Robin Hobb and Maggie Lindholm, which I think is just Robin Hobb under an alias. I got the Live Ship Traders trilogy, which this one I am so excited for. Like I got this one, like to be honest, I wasn't gonna get this series until after I had already finished the Assassin's Apprentice trilogy, but I got these because I just am so excited for this series. Like I know I'm gonna like it. I've like been listening to so many reviews about it, been reading so many reviews. Reagan has been talking about these books. I'm just excited for these books, and I love the covers, and I'm so obsessed with like everything. So I got the Ship of Magic, and then I got the Mad Ship, and then I got Ship of Destiny, and then I got Royal Assassins and Assassin's Apprentice, which is the 2nd and 3rd book in the Farseer trilogy, which is Assassin's Apprentice. And I started this book. I started Royal Assassin, but then I just kind of wasn't feeling it. Like I just don't think I like this part of the series particularly, because I love the other 2 books that Robin Hobb has. So I'm just gonna read them and see. But excuse me. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this video. This is like probably the shortest book haul I've ever done. I think, in my opinion, I probably could have done longer, but I only received like 30 books, which I personally am proud of myself, because 30 books is like, most of them were gifts or from like Christmas or from subscribers or from publisher companies. And then so I think I only bought like, I don't know, it's just different from my typical ones. I'm kind of on a book buying ban, but not really. This year my goal is to buy books that I've already read and enjoyed, or like series I started and I know I'm gonna like, or new releases but only new releases that are on my anticipated releases. Yeah, that's it for this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are watching this far, leave an animal for my animal print pants. I love you guys, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video.